Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the halfway point of the Essen Spiel Faire. Today is Saturday, the busiest day at the fair. We're here an hour and a half before they open the doors. This is Hall 3. It's the biggest hall, and it's the only time I'm gonna be able to walk in it without being crushed by people. Huge publishers are here. Like right next to me, you can see yellow. Over there is blue orange with the big, well, blue orange. De Beer right here, and you can see the huge publishers up there from Germany. Pegasus Spiel right over here to my left. Amigo, Schmidt Spiel, Bombex, all the way up in the front. You can see Cosmos, Studio H. Lots of big publishers here, and yeah, that's why I come over here in the morning, because this afternoon this place will be packed.
Just as a reminder that a lot of people that play board games play the ones that we don't necessarily always think of as the hobby games, is that here at the Mattel booth, you've got games that we all sometimes will scoff at. Scrabble and Uno, Phase 10 and Skip-Bo. But this area is absolutely filled with families playing these games. So it's not just the strategy heavy board games or even the wacky party games. The games that we still think of as the ones we grew up with are still being played.
Madigo has a huge curtain. I've been behind there. They're just showing off all their games to retailers. But this is near the front of Hall 3.
I'm a sucker for the art exhibits. Some really cool stuff here.
Let's watch some speed chess.
So here we are in the Galleria, and this is how it gets. Hey, look, a pocket of emptiness. Oh my gosh. Oh, wait. Oh, it's getting crowded again.
Ja, das ist ja alles sehr viel Intuition. Da wird nicht groß nachgedacht, wenn man überlegt, man weiß ja ungefähr, was...
I could beat them both.
My third day of Essen's actually starting a little bit later than normal. Tom said, get some sleep. I haven't been sleeping great, so I took care of the vlog this morning instead of in the evening. And I'm feeling more rested, so hopefully I might be a little bit more coherent this particular day. I won't be, but I have the chance to be. Once I supersede this mortal form, the frailties of the human body will not hold me back any longer. Then you'll see.
So one of the cool things that you can experience here at Essen is they'll have artists and game designer signings. And so here we have at the Funforge booth, we have Antoine Balza and artist Naide, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, and I may not be, signing copies of their games. And so that's also a very, very cool thing to be able to see a large number of people here getting their games signed that they purchased right here, I would imagine.
Either the Rings of Power are walking through town, or Repos Productions really upping their game. This is where you can come out and get yourself a spiral donut, or a potato perhaps. There you go. Maybe some curry vest, or nachos for some reason. Nachos? No, that's not the one. Churros, that's what I'm thinking of. Haribo Picoballa. What does everyone think of this one here?
I like it. Very interesting texture.
Marvelous. The ones off the floor are great.
Open up, Dan. There is a marked change in the amount of children that are out here, for children and families. Family game focus on the last day of the week that's named Saturday, which is today.
We're about to have some lunch here of hummus, which are French fries, and then some curry vest, which is some sort of worst sausage. It's the worst. It's the worst sausage. And then these cute little forks. Yes.
I see battle fries.
This is what's for lunch, folks. If you're in Germany, you're anywhere near the Messe, there's your lunch. That's what you get. Or the aforementioned churro.
In the solar location for a chance to win. Well, clearly, Essen takes place in this region here. Florida is in the northeast compared to Germany. Stellar northeast, not an Earth-based northeast.
Ladies and gentlemen, there are battle fries in the building. Battle fries. Look at that. That is a man with commitment to his cause.
I'm heading over to the Op to play some games with people there, so that'll be fun. I'm playing Hues and Cues with different people. It's not too crowded in here. Hall 3 is going to be much more crowded than this one is. This hall is crowded, but it's still able to be moved around in fairly easily, for now at least.
So we just got an explanation of Edict, a space pick up and deliver game. You get to slot your resources right in there and deliver them. There's a lot of good stuff going on in the game, of course, and an astrolabe or a space strolabe, which is more of a fun component. What I love about the conventions like this is the fun little extra gimmicks and stuff.
Basically, it's pin the tail on the donkey. Behind this board is an X. You take a pin, you stick it in, you go to our website, you add the code. Whoever's closest to the X will win the prototype when we launch the Kickstarter.
Well, look at that. Look at that. I've got a good feeling about M3 right there. M3, you're a very lucky person.
We're out here at the food trucks, and there's very long lines. And we find one Mr. Tom Vassell in line. So what is on the menu?
I don't know. I'm standing so I can get some food for lunch.
Things are going well at the booth here. We've sold most of the stuffies, most of the promos that we've brought in, and no. Yeah! Z, how's the day been going today so far?
My day has been, up until this moment, excellent. Now, I am surrounded by spiral potatoes. I got potatoes to the right. I got potatoes to the left.
That's not all you got, sir. You got the revenge of Brownzilla.
I had fun demoing Hues and Cues at the Ops booth. Had a great time there. Check out the Op. Hues and Cues is a great game. We're in Hall 4 here. Hall 4 is very, very crowded. There's Korean Board Games Pavilion. So you've been eating over here. This hall is actually the least crowded probably of all the halls. And so I have a meeting I'm running to. We're just kind of showing you a little bit of what's in the halls. So you can see straight ahead of me, Watzel-Palag. Over here, you see Mosaic and many, many other companies all over the place.
Here at Spiel, more than any other convention I've seen, you have to walk all the way around the booth. I've walked around the front side of the Czech Games booth multiple times, and if I had not walked around the back, I would not have seen giant under falling skies. This looks like a skee ball game going on over here.
Just want to check back in here at Bright Eyes Games booth, the home of friend of the Dice Tower, Dan and Cora, and their game Cora Quest, currently being demoed. I have a feeling this game has been pretty consistently being demoed, and I'm sure it's exciting for Dan and Cora to see people enjoying their creation here at the biggest game fair in the world. Looks like there's still a few more copies of Cora Quest, but I don't know how much longer they're going to make it. Getting close.
Mandu Games, unfortunately, the other day had an issue where they weren't able to get their truck full of merchandise here in time. And I'm glad to see that a lot of their games now have shown up. They got copies of Deities over there, which Mike was very excited about. So really glad to get their merchandise here because it matters so much to kind of make that good splash, that good impression.
Here comes the Minion. And it's packed here. This is Hall 1, where Asmodee reigns supreme. Everything in here, on this side of the hall anyway, is Asmodee. Repos, production, and more. Of course, this big booth here, Funforge, showing off Psychido Duo, which is like sold out like crazy. So that's also very popular.
It's so easy to not even remember if you've filmed much or even stopped by some of these booths here. Our friends at Arcane Wonders, how could we not show them off a little bit, including Dice Manor. This is the new Dice Tower Essentials game, based a little bit on the Las Vegas dice rolling mechanism. It's quite fun. I like it. It's a very nice looking booth, and oh, that's a very nice looking Dice Tower Award right there. Most innovative game for Picture Perfect, which I still need to play.
The Oink Games booth is consistently hopping. Lots of people lining up for their Oink Games, and this is late in the day, Saturday. Full, completely full demoing area. Here's their new game for Essen, Quickity Pickety. Did yours truly, Mike DeLisio, pick up a copy of Quickity Pickety? Oh, you better believe it.
Tried out Mimic Octopus, a party deduction game with the designer here. Everyone is dealt a secret role. Maybe you have to, time for some real talk. Or you have to try to be an amateur psychologist, and everyone's dealt a card and you don't know if multiple people are on your team, if only one person, if you're by yourself. You know what? This actually worked. It was kind of fun. You have to be in the mood for something goofy. There's also that's the cringy edition, and here's non-cringy stuff. So I guess this will be out, possibly English language, early next year. So thanks for taking the time to show it to me.
Thank you for taking the time.
We threatened it long enough.
We're getting some Haribo candies, maybe even a frosted horsey.
Oh my goodness.
I feel like we need one of everything.
That was a donkey. That would be in my mouth. I have an ouchie.
Camilla, you're passing by the fried eggs.
I am. I didn't realize it was like double layer here. I need to go through again. Ooh, is that like divinity? Oh, yes, please.
I think so, because I don't know what that is, so I'm going to agree with you so you don't smack me.
It's like a cave of wonders in there, okay? Arabian Nights, full of sugar and juice.
Is this our third pass around the candy stand? Yes, it is. You can never be too sure.
Is this my second bag? Yes, it is.
That doesn't look cramped and awkward at all. Signing inside a box is hard. You know, on a copy of Nidvalier, like the artist drew an entire thing?
Nailed it.
Your name's not Happy Gaming.
You don't know.
It's not Happy Gilmore either.
Go away, Chris.
One more thing I really notice about the Spiel Faire is, even when you see a sign, oh, I know Flamme Rouge, I played Flamme Rouge, I like it. But you gotta look at it, because yeah, there's Flamme Rouge and there's Peloton, but I've not heard of Grand Tour, and I've certainly not heard of BMX. This looks really, really neat. Oh, look at that poor little bunny. He lives in the dirt. He doesn't have a home.
I'm in the Awakened Realms area here, and look at the new Casa Burgundy. Woo. It's a prototype, of course, so not everything is complete, but very much looking forward to that. Do you think it looks better than the original one? It does. All right, so, and look at these guys from Lords of Ragnarok. Look at all that. And then more stuff. Tainted Grail, Kings of Rue, we're gonna be playing that on the Dice Tower channel very soon.
Makes me happy to see lots of people, families playing here at the Suncor Games booth. I mentioned that I really like All-Star Draft. I mean, just look right up there. Bam, that's my seal of approval. That's the Dice Tower seal of approval. But it's mine. Booyah here from Suncor Games just kicked my butt at their own game that they published. Very rude. I'm kidding, of course. This is a neat, quick-paced, abstract game. The dice can upgrade into different faces, and you can make them different warriors to fight each other in a quick little tactical skirmish kind of a game with very cool artwork, as Booyah is showing off here. This is one that doesn't have US distribution. One of the kind of joys of coming to a thing like Spiel and trying out things that you wouldn't otherwise be able to. It's like 5:30 now in this Galleria area. Looks like it's died down. A lot of the families have probably called it a day. I know that when I have a, complaining, whining kid, I don't really want to stick around. I love you, daughter. When I have a complaining, whining kid, I don't really want to stick around places past 5 o'clock. That's a long day to be out. All right, let's take a look at these awesome paint jobs over here.
They aren't painted. These aren't painted.
Look at these awesome, what is this? This is witchcraft.
This is witchcraft. This is magic. This is full color 3D printing.
Full color 3D printing.
Full color 3D printing. There is no paint on this table whatsoever.
So what you're telling me is that one of these 4 here was hand painted originally by the artist, and the other 4 are replicas from your colored 3D printing technology.
Exactly, yeah. It's
and my
3D photocopying.
And my naked eye could not tell the difference. Also, I'm a moron, so I shouldn't be the measuring rod, but that's convincing.
Yeah. It's the first proper clone army.
Nice.
That is genuinely impressive. There's 2 models, printed the same, but well, while they're printed, they're actually colorized differently. And look at that bad boy right there. Saturday at the con, we've had a few lineup changes of people working in the booth here. Most of us trying to stick in the booth because the hallways are so busy. Some of us kicking up our feet because of the hard work, the hard work. I never introduced Corey properly. Corey Thompson does the Dice Tower Now, the news podcast.
Yeah, every Monday, 30 minutes of news. Been doing it for a couple of years now, and written dicetowernews.com. So just having fun working the booth. My legs are killing me.
Mine as well. Your legs are killing me as well.
Well, that's because I kick you constantly.
Well, have you considered that if you didn't do that, my legs would hurt less, and so would yours?
No.
Corey! So one thing I failed to mention, that the Lookout booth, they've also kind of partnered up with the board game table manufacturer here. Now help me out here. Huna.
That's Huna, right?
Huna. Okay, and they have, you know, as you would expect, a lot of these really nice board game tables. But if you look at the price, notice these are a lot more affordable. This is a German-based company. He said you deliver to many of the kind of the neighboring countries. But what's impressed me, Oliver, this is you're claiming this is the first. This is the first that I've seen with adjustable height.
Right, let me demonstrate it for you.
We're going for a ride. That's right, Oliver there is shrinking. Oliver is becoming smaller by the second. Now this caught my eye too. This is here the Knurre. Is I pronounced that correctly?
That's called the Knurre. Right.
Knurre, okay. And this is a bench that you can use to store games in and hide your shame for owning 9 copies of Hengist.
All right, so we are wrapping up for Saturday. We are today going to just do some food in the booth. So we got some food here. Camilla with me? We are going to just, get a few things here from the Galleria, get a few different items, bring them back, share them around, eat there, and then you know what? Probably go pass out for a good, solid 14 hours.
It's happening, folks. We're actually playing a game this evening. We are falling asleep during it, but we're playing the game.
I'm not falling asleep too much.
Starship Captains by AEG. We're navigating the ship here, which is a very unique and original shape of a spaceship. And oops.
All right, I got 25 points. Chris got 28.5 points. Kenny, the ringer, got 38.5 points. Should not have let him get those Omega scoring cards. 3 of them is a
look. I wanted to jump on it. Anyway, there you go. This is the best game that I've played so far this entire convention. Also the only game I've played at this convention. We finished playing Starship Captains. This is another room over here, actually, in the hotel Tom's staying in, where there's even more gaming going on. And so you can definitely see a lot of people around. I bet even in the other hotels you would see stuff like this, but I'm not going to. So I'm tired. I got a train to catch. Another lobby area in the same hotel where you definitely will see people play more games. A lot of the stuff that I don't know how to get out. Probably here. So if I can go out, I'm confused. This is where I can get a lager. Now is the time if I find out that I waited too long at Tom's hotel to actually catch a subway back to where I'm going. I suppose this will give me some time to check out some of the authentic and German candy in the area, like Capri Sun. Train will be here soon. It'll be here soon. Hey, look, a Pegasus bag in there. I wonder what game was in there at one point. That looks very German right there. There's nobody here. Ooh, is that a candy bar wrapper? Am I too mean to Mike? I wonder what that QR code is for. I don't want to seem like a bully. I'm definitely the right level of mean to Camilla. Oh, what a night, what a beautiful night. And they call it Schöne Nacht. The person who did this knew exactly what they were doing. And if this bothers you, they did it just for you. What flavor of chips were those? Maybe I use humor and insult Mike because I really need to feel
those feelings of validation about myself.
Ooh, is that a boba tea?
I mean, Mike is trying his best. You can't blame him for what he is. At the end of the day, am I too mean to Mike?
Talvez bocado. Acho que o Mike não merece. O Mike não merece que seja assim tão ontem.
I think you're right. Thank you.
De nada.
Once I supersede this mortal form, frailties of the human body will not hold me back any longer.